It seems like all the fast and loose decisions have finally caught up with our boy, MrBeast. MrBeast is going through hell right now. And to be honest, he probably doesn't care. I wouldn't, because that's just me. Dude, if I had like $500 million, which is his net worth, I think, yeah, I wouldn't care about nothing. To be honest, I'd be on my own island right now. I wouldn't be thinking of new video ideas. I have no idea what drives someone past that point. And I don't have the perspective, so it's hard to really judge, you know. I don't really see the point in risking people's lives and getting sued over it, but that's just me. But there is a new 54-page lawsuit filed against MrBeast for just being a little too fast and loose with his game show stuff, to where people are getting injured, not eating, not allowed to use the bathroom, crazy shit like that, because for some odd reason, Amazon thought it was a good idea to give him full reign with absolutely no supervision at all. And that leads us to some crazy shit. Make sure you subscribe. Very important. Las Vegas production staff called for MrBeast to be blacklisted, citing alleged health and safety concerns during his Amazon Prime Video competition. They called it the most unprofessional production that they've ever been a part of. And I'm going to be honest, that makes a lot of sense, considering people have come out of the woodwork saying that they were forced to do shit. And if they didn't do it, MrBeast would just get in their face and be like, oh, please, there's so much money to be made. Please make me money, please. All of his products and every piece of content is geared towards small children. They're the easiest audience to steal money from. And to be honest, I don't get it. $500 million? Why do you need more children's money? It says MrBeast is facing a 54-page lawsuit. 500 million fans, multi-million-dollar personal fortune, and a global business empire. A 54-page court document could be his toughest test yet. No, he'll be all right. 5 female contestants on upcoming Prime Video show Beast Games are launching legal action against his production company, MrBeast, and Amazon in Los Angeles. Billed as the largest ever reality competition series, 1,000 contestants are set to compete for $5 million when the show airs. The lawsuit has plunged the show into crisis. I'm so shocked. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. 5 people are coming forward. Look, and he's just doing the same thing he's always done. Pressuring people into just get the money. It's all about the money. Among many redacted pages, the legal document includes allegations that they particularly and collectively suffered in an environment that systematically fostered a culture of misogyny and sexism. Oh my God, MrBeast, how could you? It cuts to the core. MrBeast's image is one of the nicest guys on the internet. Look, dude, regardless or not if you agree or disagree, there's countless videos of MrBeast saying the most outrageous shit in his early days of content creation. Like quite literally 2008 Call of Duty lobby edgy joke shit. All right. Look, every one of his friends, he was friends with Chris Tyson up until like a second ago. Why would we ever think of this guy as a moral figure? A figure of morality in the content creation realm? No. Look, dude, if you are worth over $500 million because you launch products to children designed to take money from small children and run illegal lotteries, you're probably not really a morally good person. And I don't really think of any example that anybody can ever give me that he is. Well, he gave his friends Ferraris and shit. Yeah, that's not a moral thing. That's I made more than the Ferrari was worth in revenue thing. That's how that works. I flicked through the document, which includes suggestions that participants were underfed and overtired. You're shitting me, right? Meals were provided sporadically and sparsely, which endangered the health and welfare of the contestants. Shocking. In one section where almost all the claims are redacted from public view, it says the defendants created, permitted to exist, and fostered a culture and pattern and practice of sexual harassment, including in the form of a hostile work environment. Immediately. This is something that is completely consistent with all MrBeast stuff. Throughout the years is some kind of weird sexual thing going on where there's already overwhelming evidence. It's not even evidence anymore. It's fact that there was people working on the production crew that were registered offenders. Like, what can you really say more about this? You know what I'm saying? So there's probably something like that happening, allegedly. It said the New York Times spoke to more than a dozen of the show's participants and reported there were several hospitalizations, holy shit, on the set, with one person telling the paper they had gone over 20 hours without being fed. You know what? And this is actually very, very ironic, considering the fact that Amazon has had allegations of this in their actual warehouses. And it just goes to show that they're also producing the MrBeast game show. Kind of funny, to be honest. Contestants also alleged they had not received their medication on time. Shocking. The BBC approached MrBeast at Amazon, and he has not yet publicly commented because he will not. So will these latest allegations hurt the king? No, absolutely not. He will be fine. What did old Hollery say? Too big to fail. And that is what MrBeast is. Too big to fail. His audience are small children, and small children don't really give a fuck about nothing. So it's all good. He'll totally be fine. The only time he has even responded to any allegations were when it was about his new Lunchly brand and about how healthy it is for children. God, I'm so tired of this motherfucker. MrBeast is no stranger to controversy this year and has managed to come out unscathed each time. The 26-year-old American said he hired investigators after his former co-host Ava Christossen was accused of grooming a teenager. Keep in mind, they did an internal investigation, a third-party investigation internally to themselves. Of course, Ava denied the allegations, but apologized later. MrBeast said he was disgusted by the allegations. Some of his philanthropic efforts, such as building wells in Africa and paying for surgery for people with reduced sight and hearing, have drawn criticism around exploitation. Deaf people like me deserve better than MrBeast's latest piece of inspiration porn. Now, look, it would be different if MrBeast didn't publicize these things. But there's always a huge media shitstorm of all this planned PR whenever he does these things. So obviously it's not for good. It's not for actual legitimate purposes of helping people. It's PR for clout. It's to appear as a good person. Buy his products. He's a good man. According to stats checker Social Blade, MrBeast picked up an extra 5 million subscribers in the last 30 days. You can't stop it. Too big to fail. Too big to fail. He wouldn't be the only YouTuber whose popularity holds through controversy. Others have faced more significant storms than MrBeast, with few facing many consequences outside of a public apology. Now, granted, look, MrBeast is not going to apologize. This is way bigger, and way more detrimental to money. You know, he's not just a YouTuber anymore, right? He's a brand. This goes way beyond any of that shit. Way beyond it. We are in uncharted waters. A proactive approach addressing the issues transparently and ensuring accountability could protect his brand. Yes, but he would never do that because his lawyers, who are money hungry, are definitely advising against that. He's now facing extra challenges as his fame rises, and a lot of the internet is eagerly awaiting his reply. So far, one side is a complex story. And his lawyers are going to say, don't say anything, which is probably what they should say. Because if I've noticed anything about controversy, if you ignore it, usually it'll go away. This is a little bit bigger, but he'll probably just end up paying people off and it will be fine and people will flock to him and it'll be totally fine. But I do think he's the devil. I'm going to be honest. I'm getting demon vibes from him. Very weird lately. What do you think?